Check it. Ball up. Oh, it's showtime. Let's go. It's the full court trio. They stay applying pressure. Triangle offense, running, gunning. Who's better? K-Sap on the post. He the man front and center. Swing it out the Keisha. She the queen, that's the sister. Got the bro Clyde glide through. Now you history. The ball at the top of the key. He on the scene, getting three the hard way. Moderators getting rid of. Any violators put a hater on hiatus. Pull up front row. Trolls getting finger rolled. Block your shot at the rim, Matumbo. No, 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 not in my house. It's the big three. We talk the game the best. I need an S. Livest podcast, get your views up. I average a triple double, sending you players back to the huddle. Keep your rebuttal, stutter, step and cross you over. No look past behind the back, you on the post. Money, talk that talk, just be ready to pour confetti. Kiss the rings of the champs, that's legendary. The numbers don't lie, most valuable podcast. Fast breakdown through the lane, steam blast. Money, it's the full court trio. We're applying pressure. Yo, the bro Clyde, the sister Keisha, the queen. Duval, K-Sap, y'all know what time it is. Introducing full court trio. We up 3-0. This is 3-peat, 3 in a row. It's the full court trio. We up 3-0. It's the 3-peat, 3 in a row. Let's go.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Full Court Trio. I am your host, Keisha, rocking with my boy, bro Cleasy, over there twitching, looking like something wrong with him. And I'm rocking with my boy, K-Sap.
They're trying to get in my lap. You know, they're trying to get in my lap.
He always blaming it on somebody, Chad. How you fellow ninjas doing? How y'all doing? You doing kung fu? What you doing?
We good. You know, everything all right. You know, I appreciate everybody coming in, you know what I'm saying, and just doing what I need to do and making it happen, man. I appreciate everybody that y'all been following us, man. We growing over here. You know what I'm saying? We got motion, as my boy K-Sap say.
Look, Bab, bite him on the neck. I don't know what's going on.
You got Tourette's or something. You got Tourette's?
Yeah, look like he got an invisible something
twitching.
trying to get him. What's going on, K-Sap? How you feeling?
Man, hey, it's all as well, man. Hey, chat, man. Y'all diabolical, man. I understand that we're not talking about y'all's beloved Chicago Sky, man, but come on, man. Like, it's more to talk about than just the Chicago Sky. Y'all got to come in here and represent, man. Y'all gotta follow us on everything that we talk about. Just because we're not talking about Chicago Sky, don't mean y'all can't come through and stay in here.
Yeah.
Come on now, man. Y'all got to come represent, man. This is sports, man. We talk sports, man. We try to give y'all everything what you want, not what you need. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Jacob, Mr. Vikings fan. I understand. I appreciate you just, acknowledging that, man. But, you got to understand something, man. We just don't talk Chicago Sky. We trying to be well-rounded. We trying to give y'all everything. We trying to give y'all every part of the sports news. You know what I'm saying? We can talk a little football. Y'all want to talk about baseball? We can talk baseball, too. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk college football. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to come rock. If y'all really rocking with us, man, y'all be here for everything that we talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody's support, man. Appreciate your Tulip Plays. Tulip Plays, I'm gonna send you that confirmation email on Saturday because I'm gonna mail your shirt off. So y'all can stay off my back. I'm gonna get all y'all Patricia Burton. I got all your stuff. I got everybody's stuff that need. I got all the shirts. It's just time consuming to get this stuff out, man. I probably got over about 20 shirts I gotta mail out. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Yeah, Jacob, man, we can talk. This is sports, man. We can talk anything, man. Like we just don't have to talk about the Chicago Sky, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what helps communities grow. You got to have a fan base from, different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? Not just Chicago Sky. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's, we talk in the WNBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? People, y'all can come in and engage with that. You know what I'm saying? We can talk football. You know what's hot in football right now is Shedeur Sanders. Even though he hasn't touched the field, he's headline news, man. So we're just trying to give y'all everything. You know what I'm saying? So people that, really support us, they're going to be here, man. Appreciate you, Reddick Milky Way, for always representing 10 toes down with us on anything that we talk about.
What's up, T. Camilla?
I see everybody in the building, but I just wanted to let y'all guys know this, we trying to take it to the next level. We just don't want to, bottle ourselves down and put ourselves in a box talking about just Chicago Sky and Angel Reese. We're going to give y'all everything. Van, your shirt going to be coming on Saturday, man. I got your Ravens purple, man. I got all y'all stuff, man. It just took me a while to start sending it all, but I got all the shirts, man. I showed Keisha, they in a bag, man. I got everything. So I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us, man. But, we want this channel to grow because we want to give y'all every sports. We want to give y'all a perspective in everything that's going on that's hot topic in sports today. That's all I gotta say.
Yes. Well, you know what it is, Case, that Bro Claude has had us all into this toxic relationship with the Chicago Sky. And right now, sometimes if we don't talk about them, we feel like, it's almost like withdrawal. We start to shaking and can't eat and vomiting,
It be calling me, man. It just be calling me.
It ain't me all the time. And for you, Jacob, bro, listen, I got the Cubs on the screen, but they ain't ready yet. The Dodgers is still playing before the game come on, but I got it up here on my big screen. You've been seeing my videos. Keisha know I didn't watch the last game because actually was live.
Look, stop it, Jake Perot. He gave up like 2 nights ago, and now he coming back around. He thought his Cubs was gonna click out of here.
Yeah, he thought they wasn't gonna fly the W. That's what it is, man.
I did.
Bro Claude, one of them fair weather fans with Chicago. He ain't loyal.
No.
Them hoes ain't loyal.
It was, hey, you ain't shit. No, I thought they was gonna get out of here because the Bruins were just paying them a line and throwing the ball at. I mean, each one of their pitches that they put on the mound, K-Sap.
Yeah. Listen to all these excuses.
The 9 pitches that they did put on the mound, K-Sap, they've been throwing like 103.
But it's all good. It's baseball, man. You gotta make contact, man. I like fall ball. When it comes to October, I like playoff. I like the playoff baseball. I like the fall ball. It's excited. I'm just disappointed that the New York Yankees got knocked out last night. They survived the other night with Jazz Chisholm and Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge hit the 3-run homer, and then Jazz Chisholm hit the home run. But I'm just, I don't know if it's Sports Way with Dre Days in here. I know he's pissed off. We was texting back and forth when the Yankees and Blue Jays was playing, and Vlad Guerrero and Big Papi started trolling them and stuff like that. But, I'm a Baltimore Orioles fan. The Orioles was knocked out of it. I know we not supposed to be rooting for the Yankees because they in the, the NL East, you know what I'm saying? But I had to, I wanted to see the Yankees win, but they got knocked out. But I think I'm gonna roll with them Dodgers, man. I think I'm gonna roll with the Dodgers. Yeah. So but it is what it is, man. I like playoff baseball, man. I like when October comes because Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, back in the days when he played.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I like it when the Yankees was playing in October, when Derek Jeter and that crew, you know what I'm saying? So until the Yankees get back to playing Aaron Boone type ball, you know what I'm saying? They always make it, but they got to do something to get over the hump. But, I had a real good friend of mine. He was a Chicago Cubs fan. He passed away.
Mhm.
And he passed away the year before he got to see the Cubs win the World Series.
Oh man, my dad
Yeah.
too. Yeah, my daddy would watch it. KSAP, like baseball was like one of the third things that I would watch because, of course, what my uncles did, and then my daddy and my grandfather were straight baseball heads. So my grandfather's team was the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy
Willie Stargell and them. Yeah.
Yeah. So my father's team was always the Cubs. Even when he was down south, when he moved to Chicago, he Ernie Banks, used to be always at the bus line. And I was able to meet him when I was like 6 or 7 years old. So I played baseball too. My love always been basketball, but like you said, K-Sap, we played a little bit. When you're an athlete, athlete. You could pretty much, I had to run track to keep myself in conditioning and different things. So, every night that it's in, we in October, I just look forward, like you said, I look forward to, everybody playing, but I'm watching Philly right now in LA.
Yeah. All sports is blazing right now. So you got to give them props. You got the WNBA Finals going on. You got the baseball playoffs. You got this Thursday night football game. I mean, football and basketball about to start back up. So like I said, yeah. So everybody, man, just bear with us, man. Come rock with us, man, when we talking all these hot topics on every sport. But before we get off into today's show, I want to do this before we get started, and then we'll let Keisha take over. Just a word from our sponsor. Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play fantasy sports. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get in on some WNBA and NBA action. Find your player, pick higher or lower, win you some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry, get every pick right, and win some serious cash. Use our promo code FCT and receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Now that it's football time, follow the 4-Court Trio as we share our picks. Like I said, pick your player, choose your amount, win money, make picks, win cash. Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for the partnership with us, and thank you for using promo code FCT on Underdog Fantasy. And guys, with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to our lovely head of the household here, Keisha. Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, meanwhile, look, the Eagles at halftime, 17-20 against the Giants.
Yeah, Jackson Dart started off real good, though.
Yeah, they said, yeah, we're going to see how this goes. All right, y'all, let's get into it, because they always talk about something going on in that Eagles locker room that's been permeating through the season with the receivers and Jalen Hurts. But first up, we saw a game 3 yesterday. Asa Wilson hit the shot in the waning seconds to hold off the Phoenix Mercury. We gonna talk about me and the player, not that player on the left, but that K Sapien on the right. We picked the Mercury to win this series, and it looked like they're about to get swept. So,
Claude, calm down.
Don't get told off. Okay,
before
I even answer my question.
I'm down.
Look like they about to get swept. So my first question on this topic is this: do the Phoenix Mercury have anything left to even win a game, KSAP?
Nah, I'm gonna be the first to admit, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw when I came up on the Players Club and said somebody getting swept. And I said the Aces might get swept. And you know, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong. I just didn't like the way the Aces was playing against the Indiana Fever. I just thought that the way Phoenix was playing, it would be a different series. It'd be a competitive series. Well, it's been a competitive series, but like you said, when you got Asia Wilson, man, you got the common denominator. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think Phoenix got enough. And the funny thing about last night's game, me and Elle was texting back and forth. And first thing she said to me, she said, "Do you trust Kahleah Copper now?" And I was like, I still don't trust her because she got to bring it home. You know what I'm saying? Because if Kahleah Copper would have took over that game earlier last night, they wouldn't have been down 15 points. Yes, she ended up with 17 points. She brought them back, but she should have took over the game earlier. You know what I'm saying? And I think with, AT, I got to say this, man. These triple doubles are empty calories because some of her play down the stretch, missing free throws, missing layups. And I thought last night, DeWanna Bonner had it going in the last minute of the game. Why did AT feel that it was necessary for her to drive to the basket and throw up a garbage layup? I think the ball should have went back to DeWanna Bonner because her and DeWanna Bonner in that pick and roll in the last minute was successful. That's how she got the 3 off. That's how DeWanna Bonner was able to get to the basket. She missed a layup, but she got her own rebound and got fouled. And she hit the free throws. Every time you thought that the Aces would put that game away, DeWanna Bonner responded. Kahleah Copper brought him back in the game, but what I'm like I was telling Elle, she got to close it now. She should have took over the game a little earlier. I just don't see, with everything that we talked about, Keisha, I just don't see they don't have an answer for the Las Vegas Aces because you don't know who's going to hit you. We don't know if Jackie Young going to be the hero. We don't know if Asia Wilson going to be the hero. We don't know if Chelsea Gray going to be the hero. But the thing about it is, look what the Gold Mamba did off the bench. Look what the Gold Mamba did off the bench in Game 3. And the crazy thing about it is, as much as Kahleah Copper was balling, the 17 points to bring them back, and it still wasn't enough. Now, Game 4, can Kahleah Copper repeat and, take off from where she left off from? I don't think so. I just think right now the Aces got too much confidence. They playing with house money because if they do lose Game 4, they go home and close it out in front of their home crowd. I just don't think Phoenix got an answer for them. And that just goes to show that Asia Wilson is just on a different level. I mean, she did hit a tough turnaround shot over a married couple. I mean, it was she hit the shot, but DeWanna Bonner still had a chance to win that game. A great look at the end, but I just feel that, Phoenix is overmatched, and I think, like somebody said, get the brooms out. I think it's over.
Well, I'm going to say this. I don't think Phoenix has enough because before I get to Bro Claude and ask him the reason why, ask him the same question. Kahleah Copper is not going to be enough, KSAP. There's a lot of times down the stretch of these 3 games that AT has made some bad mistakes, or she either missing free throws, or she turning the ball over, or simply she's just going to a wife exclusively. That stuff be going on. And then Satu, depending on her mood and her getting frustrated with the refs and her getting mad, she either engaged or she not engaged, and they ain't getting nothing from their bench. But DeWanna Bonner, they don't have no good rotation with that. So I don't know. I'm gonna go to you, Bro Claude. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Bro Cleveland. Can the Mercury win one for their home crowd? Just one.
I would think for the sake of the game, they should win one. That's just for me, personally, because I love basketball and I don't want it to be over. I do want for the name of the game to put up some type of fight, because it seemed like everybody that I talked to wanted AT them to win. I mean, here in Chicago. And I think that, she's an easy figure to want to see win, because, the underdog factor that we do have in our community. And that's what they hold. They were looked at, someone that was looked over and made it to the finals. And then, of course, the Aces, who has been a prominent figure in the finals since the 2000s, it wasn't really who the people that I talked to really wanted them to win. But for me, I'm a legacy guy, K-Sap. I like legacy, Keisha. Me and you talked about that, about for Asia and what it would mean for Asia. And it would edge it in stone that she is and will be the greatest basketball women's player of all time. Winning this championship means a whole lot, when she also won the MVP. And then, of course, she's going to be the MVP of the finals. So it all played out the way I saw it in my head, and I wanted it to go. So that's why I picked the Aces to win. Now, what I didn't know is that the gun, Jackie Young, the gun, that's my name, mark it down. Jackie Young, the gun, was going to do the things that she was going to do, 30 for 30. You know what I mean? Asia had 30, she was matching her. You know what I mean? They came out, balled out. And what I do think that when the series is over, everybody got to really understand what this means for women's basketball. This last year here, before the CBA, everything, K-Sap, is going to change. Remember, we talked about that, and you was talking about it last year, right? You was breaking things down on how when the CBA come, and me and you were talking about how it's going to be a Ferris wheel of different players going everywhere, and the style and the play, the way that things are. We didn't know that this was going to come. The style and then the way that they play is going to ultimately change. So my answer to you was, I think that first off, everybody eat crow from Jew Lloyd. Me and K-Sap already said that. You dig, everybody eat crow. Just eat the crow and be cool on that. And we gonna sit back and we gonna laugh at you, because the old veterans are still already, you know what I mean, doing what they supposed to be doing. Took a seat on the bench, K-Sap, and then, you know what I mean, she just let everybody know that she ultimately, like Asia Wilson said, she belongs in the finals. Asia Wilson said that she knows this game and she knows how to win in the finals because she has been here before. So this is what has happened. This is what has happened. They have a continuity with each other, a chemistry that was developed when they was in 8th place to be where they are now, the number 1 team in the WNBA with a 16 straight win, and then going and finding their ways through the playoffs and playing the Indiana Fever. You know what I mean? And that was a hard series. So I say this: kudos to Jew Lloyd, kudos to Dana Evans, kudos to Nalissa Smith. This is something, a refuge for her, K-Sap.
Yeah.
Keisha, this is a refuge that she can actually, even though she is the player that she needs, and she does still, you know, me and Keisha, we talked about it, she does still need development, okay? But this this championship, she's going out from leaving someone that they said that wasn't going to be nothing, wasn't going to amount to nothing. She coming out with a ring next year, and I say, good job and eat crow for everybody else. I land.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna counter your point and just say who I'm gonna give kudos to.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give kudos to Becky Hammond
Mm-hmm.
because it seemed like Becky Hammond um, made a coaching decision. Yeah, we're gonna go on, put you on the bench, Jewel Lloyd.
Stop right there, Keisha. Stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give kudos to Becky Hammond. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say this is we said it here first on the full court trio that
Yes.
Jewel Lloyd needs to go to the bench.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I think
you tell me when I can finish, and I'll tell you why.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna tell you why. Because there are a lot of coaches like Nate Tibbetts who get stuck in their ways and say, you know, the Hall of Famer, Dewana Bonner, is back, and so I got to play her with AT, and I got to put her on Asia Wilson. And no matter what's going on, even though she getting cooked, I can't disrespect her because she a future Hall of Famer and blah, 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 blah. And at least Becky Hammond said, you know what? I don't want to put Jewel Lloyd on the bench, but I need to because everybody is calling for it. Everybody can see it. But sometimes some coaches be so stubborn. And when something they decided was gonna work doesn't work, sometimes they so stubborn they'll leave that person in the starting lineup no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And Becky Hammond didn't do that. It took us some couple of weeks, and then she said, "Yeah, they right. Yeah, the people that's talking, they right. Jewel Lloyd needs to come off the bench." But Nate Tibbetts is running around here. During the live case that the 110-pound Bonner was getting done in by Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only
Meanwhile-
reason why he had her
meanwhile-
on her because of her length. That's all.
I get it. Satu is on the same team. She getting done in too.
Yeah. Well, Satu's problem, you said it earlier, Keisha. She's whining too much. You got to stop all. She got to stop all the whining. And I'll go to what Mo 3 said, because we said that also. Jewel Lloyd asked Becky Hammond, "I want to go to the bench. I want to do things to benefit this team." You know what I'm saying? And like you said, and I think that's the reasons why you're giving Becky Hammond kudos, man, because it takes a coach like that to really recognize what's best for the team. And I've said this. I've said this earlier, and because when we talked about it, the start of the series, like the bench, and I told y'all, Becky Hammond only got a handful of people that she trusts, and she is going to them every time. And as diabolical that it is, Dana Evans is in that group. She trusts Dana Evans.
Yes, she does.
And if it wasn't for Dana Evans fouling out, but that's what I'm saying. For Dana Evans to get the minutes to foul out, that's letting you know that Becky Hammond got the utmost trust in that little group that she's playing. And then to have Jewel Lloyd to come off the bench the way she started, you know, I think she had 4 threes in the first half. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gave up on Jewel Lloyd. But like Bro Claude said of what Asia Wilson said, that's a testament to Asia Wilson's greatness because she knows talent and she knows what people are capable of doing because she's seen the movie with Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd don't have that name, the Gold Mamba, for nothing. When Kobe Bryant gives you that name, that is special.
Yes.
And you know, she ran with that. And the crazy thing about it is Asia Wilson sees it too. And Asia Wilson trusts her too. That's why yesterday the ball was finding Jewel Lloyd because they know what she's capable of doing.
Oh yeah. But you see where I'm coming from. It's like, you know, some coaches be like, okay, look, this is what I decided I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do this until the wheels come off. I'm not changing. I don't care what the fans say. I don't care what the analysts say. I'm gonna do what I set out my plan at the beginning of the season, this is what I'm gonna have done.
Yeah.
For Nate Tibbetts to run around there, and the only person come off the bench, you come off the bench to Juana Bonner, but you got more points than the starters.
Yep.
And you talk about Kalia Copper, but
I still don't trust Kalia.
At certain points during that game, she's not part of the offense. And who is the offense being run through? AT.
Yeah, like I was telling L yesterday.
So I understand you like, I want her to take over, but she's not supposed to take over because it's AT's. It's AT controls that team.
I understand that. But this is playoff. This ain't no regular season game. This is playoff basketball. And when you got a hot man out there, the ball's supposed to find the hot man. And like me and L was going back and forth yesterday, at that particular time when they came back, Kalia Copper was the hot person. But like I told L, I just felt Kalia Copper should have took the game over a little earlier. If you that person, you got championship DNA, you've been here before, you know what it takes. Come on, man, go out there and get it done, man. Don't fall back and wait too late when you down 15-17, and then your 17 points that you get are almost like breather points because you didn't close the deal. That's the difference. I just felt that I understand what you're saying, Keisha. Everything's running through AT, but like L said, and we agreed to it, I said AT had a triple-double, but L said it's empty calories, it's empty calories because when they needed her in the stretch, that's what happened. She come up short, missing free throws, turnovers, layups, and things like that.
AT is a very smart basketball player, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you're a very smart guy too. So if you saying it, AT should know what you saying, right? Why she ain't going for her superstar? Why she ain't going for her star? The only person that can get to the rim at will, shoot the three, got stuff in her bag.
Say it, Keisha.
Why
she ain't going to the first option?
Why is she not going to her star? Often and with ceremony. Why not? Why does it look like it stretches during the game that they ignore Cop? Why? You tell me.
Go ahead.
AT is a smart basketball player, but some of those game situations, I love DeWanna Bonner, but she's supposed to. Some of them situations you shouldn't be going to her. Yeah. Don't answer it for me.
That's the way they get out there and think, because I think AT is like, okay, my name was in the MVP discussion. Let me go out there and show you what I can do. I can control the offense, man. But as you looking at playoff basketball, everything that you said, you're looking at playoff basketball. Do you notice like in every sport, there's always a hero and not a hero, an unsung hero in the playoffs?
Always.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. With Kalia Copper, the thing about it is she's a champion with the Chicago Sky, right? She got championship DNA. What I'm saying is, to everything that you said, Keisha, about AT felt that this was her year to prove something, right? You're going up against A'ja Wilson. You want to shut down that conversation that, even though A'ja Wilson got the MVP, I should have been the MVP, right? So now you're going out there pressing, right? So that goes back to what I said when I opened up my soliloquy, when you first asked the question. I felt that last shot before, A'ja Wilson hit the game winner, I don't think AT should have took that shot. She went out there, she wanted to be the hero. The ball should have found DeWanna Bonner or Kalia Copper. Kalia Copper got him back in the game. She was hot. DeWanna Bonner was hot in the last minute of the game. She hit the three, then she hit the 2 free throws. But the ball never found Kalia Copper in the last 2 minutes of the game.
No.
Just to the point that you said about AT. AT was pressing. That's all I'm saying.
No, I agree with that. I agree with you wholeheartedly. That was partly my point. It's like, uh, and you kind of take pride out of what she do. She at some point she's got to have the ball and let her cook, and she's not. Sometimes she don't have the ball to cook. She's trying to get the ball from now. I'm with you, KSAP, to a certain extent. Go take the ball, but who goes and takes the ball from AT?
I understand. I understand, Keisha. I understand that it wasn't gonna happen. But if I'm AT, I'm thinking Kalia Copper, the one that got us back in the game. Come on now. It's simple. That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought AT would be better in these goddamn finals, but I was sadly mistaken.
Me and you both.
Like, even though she had a triple-double, empty calories. Because when you get down in a lot of people judge people of that magnitude. What do you do for me in the last 4 minutes of the game?
You sound like Skip.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying. I think AT's problem is she's so aggressive that she's looking for the foul call every time, like to generate the foul call instead of going through the shot. If you look at that last shot that she took on the drive with the layup, man, she just threw that up, man. She had no chance of hitting that layup. She was thinking she was going to get the foul to bail her out. So what I'm saying is, Keisha, you were spot on about AT, because me and you both going in here, we was like, man, okay, AT got something to prove. She on a mission. I think he got the best of her, because what A'ja Wilson is doing, like A'ja Wilson got this demeanor about herself, like she cool, calm, and collective, right? And when A'ja Wilson has a spot on the floor where she don't think nobody can stop her at that little mid post, even on the because if you look at the turnaround shot, that was a difficult shot. It was tough.
It was tough.
But she hit that with her eyes closed,
and she hit that over, a married couple. The Wanda Bonner tried to step out on her, then AT came, and the shot. It was just like the touch around that mid post. It's like when she get to her spot, like they say about a lot of people that get to their spot, you can't stop them. And when A'ja Wilson get to that spot, you can't stop them. But I heard Chelsea Gray say when she was walking through the tunnel that A'ja Wilson, then she told A'ja Wilson, if they would have ran the double at you a little earlier, I was in the corner wide open. So I like the trust and the continuity that team has. And like you said, that all stem, like you said, Keisha, give Becky Hammond her props. Give her kudos. Because without Becky Hammond, this wouldn't happen. But I've told y'all, Becky Hammond has trust and belief in that little group that she coaches.
But I'm gonna play one thing for y'all. I'm gonna tell you. You remember when all that controversy was going on with Fee and the officiating, and Nate was like, "We don't worry about the refs. You just gotta go out there and play and woo 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 and why." Okay, last night, old Nate with his little special self is out there in the press conference talking about consistency. Now remember, mum was the word when everybody else was talking about the official.
Yeah, without getting fined, of course.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, we're a competitive group. We're physical. I've felt like AT has gotten downhill and gotten to the paint quite a few times and not gotten rewarded. But unfortunately, this is what it is, right? And so you just got to keep battling. You'd love to have consistency, but it's not always the case.
To your point about AT, so if it wasn't, he's saying the refs didn't. you would love to have consistency, and AT went down there a couple of times and didn't get the call she wanted. So it's AT. It's a 50-50 chance you're gonna get the call. Why are you rumbling down there at the end of the game expecting a call?
And that's the problem. See, they depend on getting these foul calls instead of playing ball.
Go follow through.
Yeah.
Follow through. And
Mm-hmm.
what I would say is this: shut your $5 ass up, man. You got out coached by one of the baddest coaches in the league. And this is what me and Keisha had a debate about. And she was like, Nate Tibbetts this and Nate Tibbetts that and Nate Tibbetts. It's on record, Keisha. So I'm finna chew your $5 ass up.
Why? Why are you gonna be on record chewing me out for about a coach that had made it to the finals?
He was an exposed minion last night. It showed that the players
Hold please before you finish. Becky Hammond got exposed last year.
Yes, she did.
That don't make her any worse a coach.
Yeah,
but you keep on cooking.
But what I was saying, what I'm saying is the strategy. It was a difference. It's a difference in the strategy. So I'm gonna keep cooking this pot of gumbo. That is what she learned from her mistake of last year, and knowing and monitoring and adjusting. Who would think Dana Evans would be doing this and have confidence in Dana on the bench as champion Evans?
Man, you sound salty, bro, Claude. Stop that, man.
I am a little bit, but it's okay. I mean, she's still on the bench.
I would have counted on Dana Evans to come off the bench and do a thing. You guys in Chicago was trying to make her a starter and all Becky did was say, "Baby, your role is you coming off the bench." And I need you to take that role. Now, y'all in Chicago said she was being elevated from bench champion, right?
I gotta shine town because she's blasphemous. Right now, she putting all of this eulogy together, a eulogy of Dana Evans being, and we all in Chicago wanted her gone last year, but she was here because we knew that she did nothing in our championship game but be there. But what I'm saying is we knew that Becky Hammond had to see this through. And she did. She adjusted. She put the pressure case out on AT's behind.
Yeah.
Shoutouts Sably looked like a fish out of water. She didn't know. She's like, oh my God, AT can't pass me the ball. What do I do? You saw the frustration in AT. You saw the frustration in Shoutouts Sably. They were connected with that same energy. Why? Because Shoutouts was no good. No good. The empty calories that you always say, Brother K-Sap, Shoutouts Sably had empty calories last night too. It was like, why? Like, she had 22 points, yes, but they wasn't an effective and an impact of 22.
They was breather points, not impact points.
That's
no
right.
impact.
That's right. Coming from behind, running in the dust. When you get on the track, they call it running in the dust in Chicago. She running in the dust, trying to figure out, wait a minute, where am I going here? So
I agree with you, bro, Claude, on that.
Yeah,
so the thing is that Kalia Copper has to do exactly what K-Sap said. You know you the first option. You know it. But you around here not trying to shake things up. Tomorrow, if she don't do exactly what me and you said, Keisha, take the ball and demand the ball, they're going to lose tomorrow. And I don't want that for them. I do want it to be a nice, at least a game winner.
Right.
Here. But
go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Let me pose y'all a question. Let me pose y'all a question with Kalia Copper.
Go ahead.
Phoenix don't make a heroic comeback. What does Kalia do?
You talking about in the off season?
Yeah.
Oh, I already said it.
We'll leave it alone. I just want to put that. I just want to put that out there.
I think she might be gone.
All right. I just wanted to put that out there. We ain't got to get off into it. I just wanted to put that out there. Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro. Claude. You can finish. I ain't mean to.
So what I'm saying is, if she don't demand the ball, brother K-Sap, it's a done route. It's actually she has taken a step back, Keisha. What me and you said, she's stepping back to let AT have her shine. But what the hell is that all about? What is it for? If it's not going to win you games, why aren't you chirping in AT's head to say, hey, look, I know what you're doing, but we can't do it without each other. Let me cook when I'm cooking. But as I say, as I said, K-Sap, and you know me, I'm a point guard lover, and I was that in school. And the thing is that us as the point guard, we definitely do have the coach's ear because he trusts us on how we vision the game and how it's going, and he looked to us to communicate with him, even though he see it. But you know, it's like, okay, you see it and I see it too. Let's fix this. Nate Tibbetts and AT lost that game yesterday, and they lost the last 3 games. The last 3 games, they lost that. And the blowout game was definitely a piss-off moment for Kalia Copper with 19 points in the first half, and then she have 2 in the second half. There is something going on, and it's fishy out there, and I'm trying to tell you it stink real bad. And
I kind of see where you coming from, bro, Claude, because it was almost like it was a shift in like to K-Sap's point. He said, I think she was trying, I'm talking about AT. I think she was trying to make it so it was people wouldn't have no doubt that she should have been the MVP, but at the expense of getting the ball to whoever is hot.
Yeah.
If you're a point forward, you get the ball to whoever's hot. That's what.
Yeah.
If Kalia had 19, when I came back out at the half, why would I go away from that?
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Bro Claude said something that's very interesting, and people in the chat are saying that too from what I said about Kalia Copper. Kalia Copper got to get off early. She got to get off early, and she got to stay aggressive. And Bro Claude's like, knowing that, you know, you come from a place that you know that you're a first option type of basketball player. And, you know, you got to get touches. You got to get into the rhythm of the game. You can't sit back and wait. Like like I was telling my boy L yesterday, man, Kalia waited too late, man. She waited too late. Like Phoenix dug herself a hole, and she waited too late to take over. Yeah, them 17 points was important because it made the game interesting in the last 2 minutes. But if you look at the last 2 minutes of the basketball game, even the last 3 minutes, if you look at the last 3 minutes, after Kalia Copper went to the foul line, hit the 2 free throws, if you look at from there, I just want y'all to go back and see if Kalia Copper touched the ball. She was playing defense, man. She had to guard Jackie Young. You know, she had to play defense, man. You know what I'm saying? So for her not to get the ball down the stretch, which, you know, is a big deal, but DeWanna Bonner had it going under a minute where she hit the big 3. She got the rebound on her miss and got fouled and hit the free throw to tie the game. But then you don't, and then the last shot, somebody in the chat said AT drew that play up for Bonner to get the last shot, which is diabolical. But what I'm saying is with Kalia Copper, that's why I said, see, this is why I said what I said about Kalia Copper. I can't trust her. And that's to all my points of what I just said. She is so talented. She can score with the best of them. But I just don't think she has that dog mentality to keep doing it. I don't think she has that closing mentality, like, give me the ball, get the fuck out the way. Like, you should be able to go to AT and say, look, man, I got it cooking. Give me the ball. You keep doing what you're doing, but give me the ball.
Right. That's what I said.
I don't know if do you think We talked about this last night in the wee hours in the morning. Do you think DB on the team messed up the synergy
I can't
with
say that
AT
because
and I'm talking about with AT and her decision making?
I don't know, Keisha. I probably can't say that because look how far Phoenix then came. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that. But playoff basketball to me, especially you in the finals, the spotlight, the spotlight is there. And Kalia, I need you to.
That's what I'm saying, man. Somebody's supposed to go up to AT and say, "Look, stop that BS. Give me the ball." KSAP probably wouldn't even do that. He's scared.
Nah, hell nah. Hey, look, when I played, like if I had it hot, if I was hot, man, hey, just give me the ball, man. Just give me the ball. Trust me. But this is what I'm saying. Kalia Copper is that talented. And when you know you that talented, it's a difference. You got to have that it factor in you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not bashing Kalia Copper.
You're not.
That's the only reason why I said I can't trust her, because we see how talented she is. We see what she's capable of doing. But you got to give me more, Kalia. Like if you'd have took over that game earlier, I think Phoenix could have stole that game, man. But you sat back and you waited, man. I know she'll probably look at film and say, damn, there was chances I could have got the ball and made plays. But hey.
I don't know if, look, Chica Miller said, I saw that spinach out there with her drawing the play on the board. DB face is disturbed, and she was looking like, what the hell?
Oh, wow.
A lift.
Wow.
That's what I know. That's what I'm saying, Tika Miller. You know, you got a married couple who he got to answer to the wife.
Oh my goodness, here y'all go.
I'm just being honest. It's diabolical, but it's the truth, K-Sap. Your first option, because that's who she is. We gonna keep up. Your first option can't get the ball in the second half. She got to get it out the mud. No, it's something else that's going on in the and that messes up the continuity and the chemistry that they had in the beginning of the season. That's just that's just for me what I'm saying.
Look, my hands are up.
Yeah.
I'm totally against that married couple being on the same team.
But hold up. But look, I have to give AT her respect in this regard, because when it's on the basketball court, she don't show that lovey-dovey stuff.
No, she don't.
Because if you look at when DeWanna Bonner rolled her ankle on that rebound before she went to the foul line to get the what's name, AT wasn't helping her up. Other teammates helped her up. But she went over there and checked on her, but she didn't play that. Oh, y'all get out the way. This is my. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this when we talk about the synergy. Before, the Phoenix Mercury bench could be found. Now, those role players have been excluded from everything too.
Allegedly.
Just Sammy Whitcomb just
no. When she came,
and Westfield just stands over there.
Keisha, this is all allegedly.
Allegedly. You know, and then the rest of the bench players like Kalani Brown and I think Lexi Hill, they don't play them at all.
Lexi Hill, DNP.
So it was almost like they went to DeWanna Bonner off the bench or bust. That's it.
Lexi Hill ain't injured.
Whereas the Aces got two flamethrowers coming off the bench that they trust, along with Kirsten Bell, who's really a bench player, contributing. Nate Taylor's just said, DeWanna Bonner can get us there. That's all we need coming off the bench. That's all we need. That's what it seems like to me. But I'm gonna before we get off of this subject, I'm gonna ask a rapid fire question. And Bro Claude, if you go longer than 32 seconds, you're gonna have your mic taken.
You minion, you is no
Just
good.
rapid fire.
Okay, go ahead.
Rapid fire. Take that. Aces of Dynasty.
They win this at Dynasty.
Bro Claude.
Yes.
That's what I say. Because I don't even see this team slowing down for the years to come, huh?
That shot is diabolical. Look at her leg positioning of the shot. Like she turned didn't she turn on the opposite shoulder and fire that?
Spin move. Spin move.
Like look at the man.
Spin move.
Asia Wilson is left-handed. Look, that left leg is in the back.
Look at that, y'all.
That's how diabolical that is.
I mean, look at that, man.
Yeah, that's something that she need to. That's something she need to frame that.
You can't stop her.
Yeah,
this it.
She tough, man.
You, listen,
all that stuff about the goats and all that, man. She win this because she gonna be the defensive. The defensive player of the year,
all of the goats.
MVP, the finals MVP, setting all these records along the way, man. Y'all can take that chalkboard, y'all can take the notepad, and y'all can that GOAT discussion about her. Just get that it's over. Nothing said.
Over.
She ain't got to do nothing else in her career.
Nothing else.
It's over.
It's a wrap. I told you that, Keisha. He wasn't on there when we was talking. Listen, and I'm done.
Okay.
Asia Wilson.
Hey, hold up, bro, Claude. Let's give a shout out to this new person that came to the community, man. Let's give a shout out to Yolanda Hall. She said, "Hey, chat, new to the community, Army mom with 3 kids, 12-year-old twin girls that are 6'4" and 15 years old, son 6'6". I am enjoying this live, man. We appreciate you.
Shout out to you, Yolanda.
Yeah, shout out to Yolanda Hall for stopping in, first time being here, man. Let's give her a round of applause, y'all. Let's go ahead and welcome her in like we always do.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button.
Yeah. Thank you. Go on, finish up. You got 32 seconds, bro, Claude.
Okay. So it's my whole thing, like I said last night, Keisha, it's already edged in stone. He was not in our meeting. And I told you, this is it. I don't want to hear nothing about no Candace Parker. I don't want to hear nothing about no Maya Moore, no disrespect. I don't want to hear nothing about no Lisa Leslie, no disrespect. I don't want to hear nothing about no Cheryl Swoops. I don't want to hear nothing about no Cheryl Miller. No disrespect. This girl, what I told you, Keisha, was going to put it all on her back before the series even started. He was like, well, she was struggling with the fever. I say, no, this is a different animal. In the finals, it's different. To have 34 points, K-Sap, I'm done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, man, just cancel all that, man. She, like, no disrespect to any of the greats coming up. No disrespect to Angel Reese. No disrespect to anybody. The player, no disrespect to anybody. Paige, no disrespect to anybody that's playing right now. You can't get in that GOAT conversation, man. That's Asia Wilson got the key to that and it's locked, and she got all her credentials inside. So that's leave that alone.
K-Sap. And what is the married couple doing?
Man, look, they got it dropped on them. You know what I'm saying? She dropped the game winner on them.
Oh man.
Oh, dang, she tuned in from Iraq.
Ooh, happy that you are here, Yolanda.
So happy.
Yeah, hey man, hey, y'all send a prayer out to Yolanda out there in Iraq for her safety, man. We appreciate you being here and tuned in. Yes, tell all your soldiers about us. Tell them subscribe to our channel. Because we give y'all the heat, we give y'all the the bang out there, and salute to you, and we appreciate your service, man. So we do appreciate you, man. Be safe out there. Well wishes.
Please be safe and kiss them babies. All right.
Yeah. They ain't babies. They 6'6".
They 6'6". Hey, yo.
Them babies.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Me and K-Sap prize service.
Yeah.
And then Sister Tony is also in the service. So you got, you got family that's right here on this channel we your family, so we understand. So we serve, he served in the Navy, I served in the Army, so we here with you.
Yeah, and you get a chance, make sure you subscribe to all of our channels. We got our own personal channels where we do different stuff. We talk different sports. So you get a chance. All the moderators that are in the channel, in the chat, please drop our personal channels in there. Drop mine, drop Keisha's, drop Bro Claw, drop the players club, drop L's, drop ADP, and drop Sister Tony's in there. And let's get it popping. Yeah, so she can follow all of our channels so she can get the latest on all the sports. You know, since she's over there in Iraq, I know, you know, her mind be going, you know, spinning, but, you know, this is take a little bit off her mind when she hears our voices and hears, you know, our sports analogy. So we do appreciate you, Londa.
Don't mind when Keisha hit me in the head because she's the mama. Just look past when she slapped me. Just look past. She is the second boss of everything. All right. Just leave it.
So yes, guys, I'm forced to take this iconic photo down. But Asia over there beating up on married people is diabolical. Y'all. Asia said she would not be denied. So I don't blame her, man. Go sit down, Tawana.
Damn.
I ain't no good.
Go get that baby potato chips.
You ain't no good. So guys, let's get you know, since every day this Shedeur Sanders thing keeps taking a different turn. K-Fap, I know you cover it a lot on your channel. Everybody knows they told old man Joe to get on out the building. They traded him. Everybody was speculating Shedeur Sanders was gonna be QB number 2. Coach Stefanski comes out there and talking about, well, hold on a minute. I haven't made that decision yet, whether he's gonna move up in the depth chart or not. I'm trying to work on his development. I got a question. Is this about Shedeur not being ready, or the Browns out here still playing games with their fan base and us as fans of Shedeur? What? I need you to explain to me, old wise one. You've been covering this at great length. What is going on in the building of the Cleveland Browns with Shedeur Sanders and this coach and the GM and this owner? Why trade Joe Flacco if they wasn't ready to try to find out whether Dylan Gabriel has the juice or Shedeur Sanders have the juice? I need you to explain that to me. What are they doing?
Man, the Cleveland Brown organization is incompetent. That's why the Cleveland Browns have a losing organization all these years. And this whole situation got layers to it, right? Because coming into the draft, there's nobody that could tell me that they had Dylan Gabriel ranked over Shedeur Sanders, right? Coming into the draft.
No.
Shedeur Sanders were potentially a first round, second round pick. We know the collusion that went on. We knew the statement that they had. We heard of the Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson coming out saying he got inside sight from sources of the NFL that, you know, there was calls made into some of these owners, do not pick Shedeur, right? Trying to set an example. But here we are now. Shedeur Sanders was picked in the 5th round, 144th pick. If you look at the scripture, 144, you know, it got some meaning to it, right? So now we're here. So you spend all this time in the off season and in OTAs in training camp, giving all your reps to Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. That was a waste of time because Kenny Pickett is now with the Raiders. Joe Flacco is now with Cincinnati. You didn't give no reps to Shedeur Sanders, right? He was fighting to get reps. He was staying after practice, throwing the ball with Larvady, the wide receiver that's on the practice squad and things like that. Trying to get continuity. Everybody in that Cleveland Browns locker room know how special Shedeur is. We heard what Jerry Jeudy said. Shedeur Sanders probably throws one of the best balls in the NFL, right? What they said about Shedeur Sanders coming into the draft, he didn't have the arm talent. His arm wasn't strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lie. It's narratives about this, all smoke and mirrors. So now you bench Joe Flacco. The fans was calling for that. And I've always said, this ain't always trying to throw a dig at Dylan Gabriel. But if Dylan Gabriel was the number 2 quarterback, you got to give him the keys. You got to see what these rookies are capable of doing. So they turned to Dylan Gabriel when they benched Joe Flacco. They turned to Dylan Gabriel against the Minnesota Vikings. But what did we see in that game in London last week? We saw check down Charlie.
Yes.
We saw the offense that Kevin Stefanski drew up for Dylan Gabriel to protect Dylan Gabriel for not being exposed. You guys know I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. And Brian Flores is the most blitzed defensive coordinator in the NFL. He blitzed 63% of the time. Do you know how many times that he blitzed on Sunday morning? 16%. Because
I was going to say not a lot.
Exactly, because the game plan that Cleveland had was simple. Roll Dylan out, hit the running back, Judkins out of the backfield, and get all the yak yards. Nothing downfield. Everything that he threw downfield was either high or out of bounds on the sideline. So now we at this. Joe Flacco gets traded to the Cincinnati Bengals. Now he's been named the number 1 quarterback for Cincinnati. That would tell you that if Shedeur Sanders was quarterback 3, the emergency quarterback, that he would be instantly promoted to quarterback 2. Everybody thought that. I did a video about that. I said, y'all guys pump your brakes because it's a lot of speculation out there. It's a lot of rumors out there that Kevin Stefanski has not named Shedeur quarterback 2. So that leads me to this. You got Bailey Zappi on the practice squad. So the day after practice, they interviewed your boy, Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski was the great deflector. He was hopscotching all over the place when they was asking him direct questions. Is Shedeur Sanders quarterback 2? The first thing he said was the Joe Flacco trade was hard. Never could answer the question about Shedeur being promoted to quarterback 2. So that makes me believe that the narrative going around in Cleveland, like 92.3 the fans said, is that Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Berry, and Jimmy Haslam and Tommy Rees want to take sole credit of developing Shedeur Sanders when he gets a chance, because Ian Rappaport reported Sunday morning that he has inside sources and inside people that are telling him that Shedeur Sanders is going to be promoted to quarterback 1 sometime this season. So that makes me think, why would you promote Shedeur Sanders to quarterback 2? Because they want Shedeur Sanders to have a full week of practice with the number 1s. They don't want to throw Shedeur Sanders out there if Dylan Gabriel gets hurt and he has to come in against Pittsburgh and clean things up. They don't want that. They want a whole different game plan for Shedeur Sanders where Kevin Stefanski and Tommy Rees can run the offense predicated around Shedeur Sanders. That's the only reason why I think that Kevin Stefanski is not saying that Shedeur Sanders is quarterback 2. When that depth chart comes out on Friday, y'all better believe that Bailey Zappi will be quarterback 2. But y'all still got to understand something. They still got Deshaun Watson over there. Y'all know Deshaun Watson just got cleared for football activities coming off the Achilles injury. He just got cleared. So now this is going to be more. But at the same time, they try to throw a mic in front of Shedeur's face today to bait him with all the questions. Shedeur did a great job. He did a great job answering the questions. He said no negativity here. And it's that dude, Tony Grossi, that always wants to. He's the biggest Shedeur hater out there in Cleveland. And Tony Rizzo be letting Tony Grossi have it. Yeah. So that's my only thing about this situation, and the reason why Shedeur is not being promoted. That's the only thing that I can think. that they want Shedeur Sanders to have a game. They want to have a game plan for Shedeur Sanders and an offense predicated around him, because once they give Shedeur Sanders them keys, Dylan Gabriel's not getting them back, because we know what Shedeur Sanders is capable of doing. And everything that Tony Grossi says, well, did you see the Los Angeles Rams game in the preseason? That's the only game that he sticks with when he saw Shedeur. He don't take in consideration of the Panthers game. He's always talking about this Rams game. But that's the only situation I can see, Keisha, that they haven't promoted him to quarterback to. And that's why everybody came out and the media was talking about the sabotaging of, Kevin Stefanski with Shedeur Sanders, because Kevin Stefanski is not making it even better, because when you're asking him questions about Shedeur Sanders, he can't even mention Shedeur's name. He can't even answer the questions. And I'll rest.
Before I let Bro Claude, to your point, K-Fat, before I let Bro Claude go, I'm going to let old crazy Skip tell you how some of these fans is feeling with all this semantics that's going on. That's why you broke that down very eloquently, and I am glad that you are here, because I'm looking at it as pure chaos. Why are we doing all these jumping through hoops and not saying people's name and going around the bend and playing the media game? And he looked like he's not confident in what he's saying as a head coach. But hold on, let me let y'all listen to Skip, and then I'll get to Bro Claude, because Skip
Skip been on it. Skip, he's a big Shedeur fan, man.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even get what all this about. But hold on, okay, here we go.
I'm not objective about this, but this was hitting bottom. Yes, this is all-time shameful on the part of Kevin Stefanski. This was Kevin Stefanski pretty much declaring public war on Shedeur, or at least Cold War on Shedeur, because he won't even speak Shedeur's name in these interview sessions. It's like Parcells when T.O. was there. He wouldn't even call his name. He just called him the player. Remember that? And this is degenerated into, every time he's asked about Shedeur, he just plays dodgeball and with a bunch of non-answers. And yesterday, he wouldn't even go so far as, and I understand
stop stealing my material.
It's not a great thing to be the number 2 on the depth chart. Okay, we'll get into that. I understand what you're talking about, but there's just a principle involved here, where at least you acknowledge that by default, just by default, Flacco is now gone, Kenny Pickett's now gone, just by default, Shedeur moved up a slot. Yeah, if you want to call him second, you could say that he's second on the depth chart. I guarantee you Bailey Zappi is now, and they're not putting it up on the website depth chart, but Bailey Zappi's second on the depth chart. I guarantee he'll dress at Pittsburgh, and he will be second in command at that position. And this is Kevin Stefanski showing you once and for all, I didn't want to draft him. I don't like his attitude. I don't like his presence on social media. And above all, if you want to know the truth about Kevin Stefanski, he fears his father. He fears that Deion, if Shedeur ever gets a hold of the starting quarterback job in Cleveland, that before you know it, Deion will replace Kevin Stefanski as the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Because Jimmy Haslam loves Deion Sanders. And I love it that Haslam loves Deion. They did have a big dinner with Shedeur and Deion before the draft. And if Shedeur's ever going to get a shot here, it's only because Jimmy Haslam steps in and puts his foot down. And he's going to probably have to fire Stefanski, because Stefanski is now saying, over my dead body will Shedeur get a shot with this year's Cleveland Browns. That's what he's saying to you, because he's got no use for him or his father or the way he handles himself. And it just really makes me sick at my stomach. And when I read these quotes, just quickly from Stefanski yesterday, he got asked, well, what do you need to see from Shedeur? He said, I wouldn't say there's one thing you need to see. I have to do what's best for our players and our team. Any decision I make, I want to just make sure that I'm doing what's right for our players. Well, I don't know what that means, because it probably doesn't mean anything. But the way I interpret it is, he's saying, I've got to keep Shedeur out of the way because he can't play. That's what he's saying. I don't want to get him anywhere near a chance to be even the number 2 quarterback because he doesn't deserve to play on my team this year. And he had dug in before the draft, and shameful. I'm not.
And before you go, bro, Claude, before you go, one thing about Skip with this Shedeur and Deion, he is so like, sometimes I think Skip gets emotional about this because, he loves some Deion. He's covered Deion ever since Deion, came into the league when he was with the Dallas, even with Dallas Cowboys, when Skip reported with the Dallas Cowboys back in the days. But I think it's personal for Skip to see this happen, right? And I don't agree with Skip Bayless on a lot of things, man. But Skip Bayless was spot on. But Skip, stop stealing my material, man. But I will say this. Skip is absolutely right, man. Because Kevin Stefanski is he's hopscotching. He won't even mention his. Y'all go back, for people that haven't looked at my Shedeur videos, man, just go back and look at my Shedeur videos from start to finish, man. And you'll understand what I'm saying about Kevin Stefanski, where he hopscotches over mentioning Shedeur's name and what do you got to see from Shedeur. And then go back and listen to the video I did 2 days ago about 92-3 The Fan. They called out the Cleveland media and Kevin Stefanski because what they're trying to do, if Shedeur Sanders ever gets a chance, they're going to be the ones that are going to say, we get credit for that because we turned him into what he is doing on the NFL football field. And like Deion Sanders said, nah, my kids ain't built like that. They already had it. But go, bro, Claude.
What you think, bro, Claude?
Hit it, K-Sap for me. Hit it. Just hit it. We finna give the introduction to all. Now, what I will say is that this is a crock of BS. This here is a pre-firing totem pole because he won't be around next year. You guarantee
I don't think so either.
He ain't gonna be here next year. But since he know he ain't gonna be here next year, he's gonna send this message out to Neon Deion, because that's what I call him, because that's my man. I love that man. You got what I'm saying? To Neon Deion, this is your message. I got your boy, and he gonna be in the pen, and I got him where I want him. And if I don't want to play him, and if I don't want to look his way, I won't have to. And he's gonna be all the way in the shadow. Now, I've been following it and being there and listening to K-Sap on what he saw, and y'all should go because K-Sap been on it. But even Tony Grassi, he said he don't know why Shedeur Sanders is not out there on the field. Nevertheless, the number 2 quarterback.
No, Tony Rizzo said that. Tony Grassi is the one that be hating on him.
Yeah, Tony Rizzo. So
Tony Rizzo.
Tony Rizzo, that's right. Tony Rizzo snapped in the studio on Grassi. And he said, man, listen, it's a crock of BS. I'm with what Rizzo said, that we all know the play. We all are here for it. We all want to see it, because that gives no measure of when Shedeur Sanders gets on that field and does what we already know he's ultimately going to do. He's not going to stink. And then there were other people that were saying that they wanted, these other people that's giving their takes, these sports channels, saying, oh, they wanted Shedeur to actually be still third, even though, the new guy is in the pen. Let him be 2 and let it not be on him. And that'll give Shedeur a week or 2 so that he can prepare and have a game plan and go out there looking good. No. We know what it is from day one. Like my main man said, K-Sap, Deion know what he did and put in his boys. He know what he put in to the Shedeur. He knows what he put in the shallow. But unfortunately, we get to see this play out, this collusion, allegedly, to be played out right in front of our eyes, and it's nothing we can do with our nephew. You know what I mean? Nephew, if you go ahead, I know you all over the internet, they already done told me, when you tune into this, you just got to know that your aunts and your auntie is rooting for you. Keep your head on the swivel. It's going to be your opportunity soon, and I want you to just take it easy. You ain't got to prove nothing. We already know who you are. Your record, your track record proves who you are. Just go out there, be calm, cool, and collective, and win. I'm lying.
That was good, Claude.
Last question of the day before we get up out of here is Shedeur's presence and what comes with him adding pressure to the whole locker room dynamic? They said.
Nah, see that right there, man. I really don't have a answer for that, and the reason why I say that is because
we never seen it before.
It's one of them.
They kind of created it themselves, but keep cooking.
I think, like I safe to say, like you said, I think they created themselves. They think this is what it was going to bring. But if you notice how Shedeur Sanders has handled the whole situation, he hasn't had his father around. Bucky hasn't came up there and shot no footage of practice. The only time Bucky was up there was the Panthers game because he was out there to support Shedeur and Jimmy Horn. That was in the preseason. And he captured the footage of Shedeur coming out with the boombox and all that to his own music. And he posted that on social media. But just like Shedeur Sanders told his dad, no, I don't want you to come up here because I don't want you to, to be involved or anything. So that's what they felt was going to happen when Shedeur stepped foot in there. That it was going to be a whole media spectacle like it was in Colorado. Now, like Shedeur said today, his dad been with him every step of the way. Now he's ventured off to do his own thing. He's a grown man. He can handle his own self, like his dad calls him grown. And like you said, Keisha, I think that the Cleveland Browns anticipated that this is what it was going to be, but we haven't seen that yet. Now what's going to happen is they play at home against Pittsburgh. Y'all know what's going to happen? Dylan Gabriel hears footsteps. Dylan Gabriel, if he goes out there and shits the bed and they don't get no victory and they don't move the ball, they're going to be chanting for Shedeur in that crowd. Because I tell you this, the Browns are averaging 16 points a game in the NFL. They haven't scored over 20 points.
Nope.
Shedeur Sanders is the only person that led them to 21 points in that preseason game against Carolina. He had put up 21 points in that game. Now check this out, Keisha. They playing at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin's Pittsburgh Steelers defense always makes big plays. They got edge rushers. They got some linebackers. They got some DBs. Dylan Gabriel is 5'9". Do you think that Mike Tomlin and that defensive coordinator are going to set back the way Brian Flores did last week in London? They going to make Dylan, they going to stack the box and make Keyshawn Judkins run the ball. If he can't run the ball, that's forcing Dylan to throw the ball down the field. All that check down stuff ain't going to work.
No.
So I just think, man, in this situation, man, like you said, Keisha, the Browns anticipated this to be a whole thing with Shedeur, with the media and all that. But Shedeur has handled it well. He's handled it well, man.
The Browns are number one defense.
Exactly.
And the way that boy Judkins was running that ball in London, you were supposed to win that game.
Exactly. Even the game plan that Kevin Stefanski had for Dylan Gabriel, you still supposed to win that game, and you can't win that game. And I'm going to tell you this, Keisha. You said it. Judkins was running that ball. You think Pittsburgh gonna let Judkins run that ball on him? They gonna make Dylan Gabriel show who Dylan Gabriel really is.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Stefanski said he trusts his his quarterback IQ because of the experience he had for playing 6 years in college.
Oh Lord, that's not really a flex, but I got you.
I'm just saying what Kevin Stefanski said.
I mean, I get what he talking about 6 years. I get it, but yeah, it still took you 6 years. And to give you this, I mean, the boy can't get over his height.
No.
Certain points during the game, you could tell he can't see.
He can't see.
I'm gonna say this for people that don't look at the stuff that I look at when I'm watching sports. I look at everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and look at the touchdown pass that he threw to David Njoku down the middle, Dylan Gabriel looked uncomfortable throwing that ball. Because if you put pressure on Dylan Gabriel and you put bodies in front of him, when he threw that touchdown to David Njoku across the middle for that 7-yard touchdown,
yeah,
he was uncomfortable throwing that ball. It was like we put the pressure on him. We didn't blitz. We put the pressure on him, and it's just like he had to get up on his tippy toes to throw it down. He just looked uncomfortable. He don't look comfortable to me throwing the ball down the field. They play to his strengths where he gets the ball out quick, where you got to roll out and just dump it off. That's the game plan. But that's not going to get it done, and that's not going to get it done in the NFL. All his passes was to Judkins and the tight ends, to Harold Fannin Jr. and Njoku. Where was Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy had
nowhere to be found.
Listen, he had 3 attempts and 1 catch. He dropped 1, but he had 3 attempts. And then the last one to number 80, that was on the last play after the Hail Mary was blown dead after we got the interception, and they threw that little 22-yard pass thinking the guy was going to get out of bounds to make it even closer for him to throw the Hail Mary. That's the crazy thing. You got 3 plays to the wide receiver. Jerry Jeudy's is a big play wide receiver.
We talking about the Cleveland Browns, guys.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Now look, because we about to wrap this up. I want y'all to know the Cleveland don't know what they doing. Browns
don't know what they doing. Browns
are paying 8 quarterbacks currently on their payroll. They are still paying them, y'all.
They still paying Deshaun Watson, and like I said, he just got cleared.
They still paying Pickett.
Yeah.
They still paying Flacco.
All right, before we get up out of it, let me ask you a question, Keisha. They had these 2 guys in training camp, Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, giving all the reps to them. This is how diabolical Cleveland is. Them 2 players are no longer with the organization. And you talking about you want to develop your rookies? How are you developing your rookies and you sitting behind these veterans and you're not getting no reps, but the veterans are going now?
We talking about Browns.
We're only talking about the Browns because our boys on the team.
Yeah.
The Browns been diabolical for decades now. But that's where he went. So
yeah. And like Tony Rizzo said, why the hell do you draft him if you're not gonna give him a chance?
Why?
I'm about to cook up another video later.
Why?
Well, they drafted him, like you said, K-Sap. They drafted him to capitalize on the fame, on the selling jerseys, on getting the fan base to buy tickets.
Keisha, he's a third string quarterback. He's an emergency quarterback. Why is he getting all the attention? Where's the interviews with Dylan Gabriel? I think that's the point everybody's missing, and everybody been saying that. Chris Carter been saying that. Your boy Bruce Arians said that. A third string quarterback, and you throwing a mic in his face every chance you get. And then when he says something, Y'all want to break that down because he said, if you look at the play of some of these NFL quarterbacks, I could go out there and do the same thing or better. He's a third string quarterback. You name just like Cam Newton said, out of 32 teams, I'll wait. Anybody in the chat that can name, just give me 3 teams, or no, just give me 2 teams that y'all can name me their third string quarterback.
In your division.
Your division. Who's your third string quarterback? I'm gonna give it 2 minutes, Keisha, then we're gonna get up out of here. That's how diabolical it is.
Look, let me tell you this. Look, they still paying Deshaun Watson $35 million.
That's what I'm saying, Keisha. He just got cleared for football activities.
Hold on, Jameis Winston.
And he's with the Giants and they still paying him. He's with the Giants and they still paying him.
They still paying him. Dylan Gabriel, of course, got $1 million. Joe Flacco is still gonna hit him for $999,000. Shedeur is getting paid $955,000. Bailey Zappi is getting paid $315,000 because he was on the practice squad. Some guy named Dorian Thompson Robinson, I don't even know who that is, for $171,000. And Kenny Pickett.
Keisha, that's the point that I'm trying to make, and it goes back to what I've been trying to tell people. Do y'all realize a third string quarterback is taking over your headlines?
Third string quarterback.
Because Kevin Stefanski does not know how to put it to rest, because he keeps sidestepping every question about Shedeur. So every time he goes to his media presser, people are going to continue to ask him questions about Shedeur Sanders. Right. And if they don't get the answers, they're going to keep asking him questions.
Yes.
And it's diabolical that you go in the locker room and the first thing you do, you see Shedeur Sanders. Let me throw a mic in your, and let's get a hot take.
Diabolical.
But hey, I don't know, man. They selling jerseys though.
We got you over here, nephew. We got you over here, nephew.
And see, that's the bad part about it. And that's why I went as far as saying that Sunday's game is going to be telltale. If Dylan Gabriel do not go out there and perform, they're going to hear the boo birds and they're going to be chanting for Shedeur. That's all I'm saying.
They're at home?
They're at home. Yes.
Oh, snap.
And listen, you already heard what Myles Garrett said about Shedeur Sanders. You heard what Jerry Jeudy said about Shedeur Sanders. You heard what the DB said about Shedeur Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And what Shedeur Sanders said in the locker room today was telltale, because they tried to bait him into a question. He said, nah, I'm not going to answer a question because these questions and answers belong in the locker room, and I'm not going to do that. And then Tony Grossi going to ask him a question about Rex Ryan. He said, oh, man, there you go again. Always trying to start something. If it ain't about positivity, I don't want to talk about it. That's the motto from now. It's all positivity, because a lot of people can't take my charisma or my humorous and they blow it out of proportion. So I got to tone it down a little bit because I'm a jokingly type of guy. But everything's serious now. Everything's positive. So he shut him down. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. But third string, we talking about a third string quarterback.
Talking about third string quarterback.
See, ain't nobody in the chat can't answer that question. Who's the third string quarterback on their team? Hey, Archer from Slay and Chill Network. Who's the third string quarterback on the Kansas City Chiefs? Don't Google it either.
You're gonna have to Google it.
I don't even know who the third string quarterback is on the Minnesota Vikings.
Me neither.
I don't know who. Look,
I don't know if it's Mullins or I don't know if it's Nick Mullins or not. No, because we got JJ McCarthy, Carson Wentz, and Nick Mullins probably our third string quarterback. But do y'all realize a third string quarterback is not listed on the active roster? He's an emergency quarterback.
Emergency quarterback.
A lot of people probably didn't know that. Even though they dress, they not active. They're the emergency quarterback.
Right. Who is Case Keenum?
Case Keenum. Nah, Case Keenum was a good. He did the Minnesota
saying-
Miracle
I'm saying-
against
Yeah,
New Orleans Saints.
He-
Against
you
the
ain't
New
got-
Orleans Saints.
Come on. That's
He's
the
a
whole
serviceable backup. Yeah, he is.
Now, don't say he's a serviceable backup, Keisha. Say he beat the Saints.
No, I'm not. Shut the hell up, you no good minion.
He
You
beat
just
the
want-
Saints.
You just want to put the knife in. That's why.
The
that's why we
Minnesota
gonna-
Miracle. Stephon
Yeah.
Diggs, Case Keenum.
That's why we're gonna get up out of here before I lose my cool. You know that is a sensitive subject, and you bring it up on purpose. You know,
Yeah.
good ninja. Meanwhile,
But look,
the Eagles are getting their butt whooped.
yeah.
by
But
the Giants.
look, Spencer Rattler looked good against the Giants, though.
Cubs
You
winning.
know,
champ-
this is very weird because the Giants are here
Beating the
beating
Eagles.
up on the Eagles. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what the jury's still out on Spencer Rattler. Don't get me riled
He
up.
threw a good ball to Shahidi, though. That bomb. He threw it. He
He
put
did.
that ball out there.
That little boy can fly.
Oh yeah, Shahidi. He did the Cowboys in last year. Remember he got caught that him and Kamara did the man.
If you get that ball out in stride, he one of the fastest little ninjas you ever see on that
Oh, yeah.
field. But you got to get him that ball because he's small. He ain't trying to, run up on nobody, but you ain't gonna catch him.
Yep.
So yeah, man. We about to get.
Look like the Cubs finna
Look.
go to game 5.
Yeah, Cubs winning.
Everybody in the
W.
chat, you got homework. Next time we see y'all better know who the third string quarterback is on all these teams.
On your team.
Yeah, y'all better put that in the chat when y'all come in the chat. Y'all put y'all third string quarterback in there.
You put it in there because I don't know who mine is, but I'm gonna go find out.
Do your research.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find out.
Yeah, we're gonna put a lot of work in to see who the third string is.
That's how diabolical it is. That's the kind of stature Shedeur Sanders has, man. A third string quarterback, and that's media head. This Shedeur Sanders story will not go away the whole NFL season.
Oh, fumble the Eagles. Oh man. Yeah, man. Broke clock in the game. Yeah, I probably, this is Mike Tomlin and Dylan Gabriel. I might we might be live just because sometimes
we
hate
gonna
watch
stream.
too.
Yeah, we gonna hate watch.
Sometimes we hate watch.
Hey, ADP, listen. I'm not saying this because this is my son. We play fantasy football, but my son told everybody that the sleeper this year in the NFL was going to be Ja'Cory Merritt from the Washington Redskins. I still call him the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, that boy good.
That Crosby Merritt dude.
Mm-hmm, that boy good.
That boy good. That boy good.
That boy
good. That boy good. My son called it out, man. Even the year the Jets had Breece Hall, my son said Breece Hall gonna be the sleeper, and Breece Hall dominated that whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ja'Cory. Yeah, my son picked him up in fantasy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that boy good.
He good, ADP.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, ADP, y'all got a big game next weekend against them Cowgirls, man. I got folks coming in town for that game, man.
You got a game.
So y'all better show out.
You got a game Monday against somebody.
Oh,
the Bears.
Against the Gummy Bears.
It's the Gummy Bears.
Hey, ain't the Bears on a 2-game win streak?
2-game win streak.
Okay.
We 500.
Okay. Well,
oh Lord, here we go.
We 500, coach.
And on that note,
we out of here.
And on that note, we getting up out of here. Thank y'all for rocking with us. I haven't said it enough, but please hit the like button. Like, share, and comment. You catch us on the replay.
Subscribe.
Back. Please comment and subscribe to this channel. We love talking sports over here. You might not like everything we say, but we're going to give it to you.
We're going to give it to you raw.
Whether you like it or not. All right. Thank y'all. We out of here. Y'all
love, peace, and hair grease.
And I'm out of here, y'all. I got a video I got to drop.
Go drop some more. All right.
Yeah.
Beat
Hey.
because the Cubs for the win.
You know what? Bye, Gummy Bear.
Bye
All
bye.
right, y'all.
All right.
We out of
Cubbies
here.
win.
Whatever.